Hi, this is Tony at Views from the Man Cave, and this week I'm going to be taking a look at a very impressive pair of protective riding jeans from Rokker that have got a clever little trick up their sleeve. They come in a very nice wooden crate. It's a little bit of theatre with these. They're not a cheap pair of jeans, but they're more than just jeans. But this is how they come. Very nice wooden box. Inside you have the jeans. These are the Revolution jeans. You've got a little brochure at the back here which shows you some details. So the jeans are here, and then underneath the jeans they come with the D30 knee pads and the hip armour. Okay, so let's get these jeans on the bench for a closer look. As I mentioned in the intro, they do have a trick up their sleeve, and that is that these jeans are 100% waterproof. The first thing you notice when you take them out of the box is how light these jeans are. So a lot of protective jeans are standard denim jeans with a Kevlar or aramid lining inside, which obviously makes them a little bit thicker and a little bit heavier. The first thing you notice about these jeans when you pick them up is they feel like a normal thickness pair of jeans, and they're quite light. They're made of a 13.5 ounce mix of denim and Dynatec, and instead of making a lining that goes on the inside of the jeans, they've actually woven that Dynatec fabric in with the denim of the jeans, so it looks and feels like a standard denim jean, but it's got a very high abrasion resistance. Unlike a lot of companies, there's no data to show the time that these jeans will resist a slide. They've got a very strong torsional strength. You see some manufacturers quoting times of up to 10 seconds for a Kevlar jean. Now if you're sliding on the road for 10 seconds, A, you're going much too fast for the road, and B, you're not going to slide for 10 seconds before you hit something. So I think sometimes though it gives you a good indication of how resistant they are, but in the real world I'm not sure how practical that is. The one thing that Rokker do with these jeans is they offer a guarantee for the lifetime of the jeans. So if you fall or crash and put a hole in these jeans, they will replace them free of charge. So I think they're standing behind their claims that these are very abrasion resistant. They're a standard cut jean, very little branding. Obviously you've got the big Rokker embroidery at the top there, but mostly if you're wearing a belt that's covered over, and the only indication of this, the traditional Rokker flame on the back pocket. But other than that, if we look at the front, a very straightforward standard looking jean, very much in the realm of the Levi 501 in terms of a design. Straight cut, pretty true to size. You'll also notice something if you're looking at the front end here, that like traditional jeans, there's no rivets. They obviously, these are designed for riding in, so they feel that the rivets potentially could scratch or damage your tank. So there's none of those rivets, it's all stitched. These jeans are 100% waterproof, and Rokker achieved this by using another fabric from the Swiss company Schoeller, which is called Sea Change, which is a lining which allows these jeans to be both waterproof and windproof, but breathable. So there's a membrane that goes on the inside of these jeans which reacts to heat. So when it's cold, the holes in that fabric close up and make it waterproof and windproof. It also retains the heat from the rider inside though, so it's a little bit like your own sort of climate control. And when the weather is warmer or your body heat picks up, those holes expand and allow it to breathe and allow to get air coming through. I've ridden these jeans for the last couple of weeks in typical mixed conditions in the UK. So we had one day where the temperature was up into the mid-20s, and they kept me pretty cool. You were riding around, you could feel the wind coming through them, and they were just like wearing a normal pair of jeans. I also rode them on a day when the temperature was in the low double digits, maybe 10 or 11 degrees, and I didn't feel cold in these. I couldn't feel the wind coming through. That membrane was working and closing up the holes and keeping the wind out of them. So they are, from that respect, a very, very technical pair of trousers. I'll turn these inside out to show you the lining on the inside, but to give you an idea, if you look at the fly, let's just unbutton that fly, you can see, as you'll find through all of the jeans, they've thought about this very hard, in that the jean, there's a waterproof zip in there as well, and that's seamed, and you can see there the membrane that's inside. So the membrane's quite nice and comfortable and soft. It's not an unpleasant sort of rubbery feeling to it at all. You can also see inside there, I'll give you a closer look at these when we get them inside out, but much like a high quality ski or sailing jacket, all of the seams have been taped as well to keep that waterproof. So even if you're sat and the water is pooling on there, as it would do when you're riding a bike, all the seams are sealed to stop any of that water coming through. Okay, so we've got the jeans inside out now, and you can see that black coating that's on the back of the denim. This isn't a separate liner, it is bonded to the material. The one problem I think with this, I guess, could be if you wanted to run them with turn-ups, you're going to have that black material at the bottom, which may or may not be to your taste. The other caveat to having this lining on the back is that these can't be hemmed, so it's very important to get the right trouser length when you order these. Thankfully they come in lots of different lengths to be able to get a perfect fit on the bike. The other reason that's important is that the pockets on the knees that are designed for the D30 armour don't move, they're fixed in place. So it's important to get the right length of leg so that that knee pad sits in the right position. Now normally, obviously for riding jeans, you'd wear them a little bit longer than you would do normally to allow for the bunching and the raise of the leg when you're in that seated position. But you can see here there's a pocket on the back again in the same waterproof material, and this is designed specifically for the D30 protector. So let's grab out of the bag a pair of the knee protectors. And I always tend to get this the wrong way around because I think, oh, they've got to go in that way, but they don't. So it's just a case of folding those up, getting those knee protectors into that position, and they're fixed. There's no Velcro tape required or anything like that, because the way they're stitched, you can see that holds, and the knee protector won't pull out, so that's very nice and neat. And then at the top you've got a similar pocket for the hip protectors. As you can probably guess, these are not a particularly cheap pair of jeans. These retail at £349 for the Revolution, which seems a lot. It does come with a D30 armour, which I know a lot of the others do, but this isn't really a jean. This is a technical riding pant. You've got the high abrasion resistance, you've got the waterproof and windproof breathable liner in these. So if you were looking to do some touring, perhaps riding down through Europe, through the Alps or through the States in the summer, and you don't want to put your textile kind of adventure gear on, so you want to be able to walk into restaurants or bars or pubs or do some sightseeing without looking like a biker, then these would work for you. The one thing I haven't had the opportunity to do yet so far, which I'm surprised at in the UK, is in the last couple of weeks I've done, is to ride in the rain. I've devised a little test that you'll see in a minute. If I'm going to look at any of the negatives, there's not many. I guess the price will be a negative for some, but when you look at what you need to spend for a good pair of technical adventure trousers with armour, you're in the same kind of ballpark. And these just look like a normal pair of 501s. So unusually for the UK, I've not had any wet weather to actually go and ride in and test these jeans out. I did mention earlier in the video that I had another alternative, and this is where they get a testing. So, if you like the videos, please click subscribe. There'll be a link at the end title for you to take you to another website to give you a little bit more detail. And the first report on these is, as you can see, I've been drenched by a hose pipe. It is quite warm, so the pores are open, but I have to say that my legs inside are bone dry and not actually cold. So thumbs up, Rokker, these do work in the wet.